Welcome in. Come on in. Put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Hi guys, welcome. Come on in. I'm going to pull up this recipe that I'm going to try tonight. Well, I've made it before. It's not trying it. Alright, so I'll go ahead and introduce myself as everyone comes in. Welcome to class. I am Maggie, your substitute teacher. Come on in. You guys have named yourselves Maggie's Scholars. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm just a mom, a boy mom times two, and a home cooker. That's what the boys used to call me when when they were younger and when I was younger. I've been on a health and wellness journey. This is year 3 for me, and I am down and maintaining 75 pounds with at least 25 more to go. I've been tested for food sensitivities, which for me was a cheek swab on the inside, hey Peggy, and some hair samples. So back there on the fridge, I've got a list of foods that I can have and a list of foods that I have to avoid. So everything that I cook here is what I would make for the family or what I would eat for myself, but I use substituted ingredients. So you guys are here to hold me accountable. I'm actually hungry. I do want to age gracefully, so I appreciate you all being here. I eat 2 meals a day. And so when I go live, I'm making my AM or PM meal. So if you were on this morning, we had the smoked salmon bagel on the cauliflower toast, and it was really yummy. I did post that on Instagram. Also posted it on YouTube on my community tab. So you're always welcome to take a look at the finished product. Hey, Mona. Thank you to Mona, the moderator. You're always welcome to look at the finished product and then decide if you want to watch the actual preparation. And I know some of y'all have told me that you make these recipes and then you pause the video as you're going. So that makes me incredibly happy. I'm going to take my time. Yesterday was a busy day. Just in case you missed it, I had a wonderful and late night cooking demo with Miss Suzette Speaks, who is part of our community. She's also a YouTuber. She has a great community, a great sister who's trying to, do her part to inform and educate. So she asked me to do a cooking demonstration for her because she is embarking on her own journey. So I made a veggie quesadilla for Suzette Speaks last night and fried apples for the lead attorney. So that was a lot of fun. I usually don't eat that late. I'm supposed to eat 3 hours before bedtime, but when the big dogs ask, you say yes. All right, so we're gonna do cereal and a sandwich. And because I'm hungry and moving a little bit slow, I'm totally fine. I'm just hungry. I also did an interview with the biohacker mom, who is Kelly Stevens, a former high school classmate of mine. She has her own YouTube channel, so she interviewed me earlier today. I did post the link on my YouTube community tab, and I think on Instagram too. So if you guys want to learn a little bit about Maggie, or as she calls me, Margaret, because that is my name. All right, so someone commented on a video of mine saying that he eats cereal every day, and it was a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I remember the days of cereal, and I actually have a substitute for Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and so since I haven't had my snack yet today, I haven't had any fruit. Wow, y'all, I think I'm gonna have some more of those fried apples with our sandwich. And I haven't had my chips or anything. So I may do some chips and salsa too. So I'm going to take my time. We were on earlier watching Lead Attorney. I'm a moderator on his channel, and this trial. So I'm actually going to go a little bit backwards. I'm going to make a snack and I'm going to sit down and eat it. And then I'll get up and make the sandwich. So I'll probably be on for a couple of hours. Feel free to multitask in my class. Feel free to pass notes in study hall, which is the chat. I'm just happy that you all are here. All right, so one of the bread substitutes that I use is an egg wrap from a brand called Crepini, Crepini. Sorry for all that digging. I knew I had one that was open, so I wanted to get it. It was at the bottom of the fridge. But crepini is another bread substitute that I do enjoy. So I've gotten these at Aldi's. I've gotten these at Sprouts, the farmer's market close to me. You can also buy in bulk online directly from Crepini. And these are very thin crepe type wraps. So you guys can see I've used this as a bread substitute. They have a few different varieties. So this one right here you can see is made from cauliflower. So this one was approved for me. They also have the regular just egg crepini. You can give those a try. Yes, we love Aldi. Aldi's a good place to get, excuse me, goat's cheese at a very affordable price. We're not using goat's cheese tonight, but I always try to show you guys what I use. If you ever want to try the Maggie cakes, hey cook, come on in. So again, Aldi's has this size goat's cheese. They have the plain and then they have the honey. These are 4 ounces, so it's a nice small package. And this will cost you $2.50. This size at some of the other grocery stores, you'll easily pay $4. I'm fine with $1 per ounce, but Aldi's is a great place if you want to try the goat's cheese. So we're not doing that tonight. You know, Maggie cakes will make their way around. So we are going to make a cinnamon toast crunch cereal, and I'm going to sit down and eat it with almond milk. So let me find the recipe. It's been a while since I've made it. I have a folder. Yes, that's where you got the blueberry vanilla. Oh, that was so good. So I keep a folder on my phone. I'm just going to start telling y'all everything. I don't know what you know. And this is just what I do. But on all of my social media, so mainly my Instagram and on my Facebook, you guys know how you can save posts, or I don't know if you knew that, but you can click the 3 dots or whatever it is, the little bookmark, and you can save posts that you like. So that's something that I do for inspiration. I have a folder, I don't know if y'all can see, yeah, it doesn't show up well, but it's called recipes. So anytime I'm scrolling through social media and I need inspiration, I take these ideas from other people's pages, and then I'm like, oh, okay, the next time I have shrimp, I'm gonna try that. So this is something that I saw just going through my feed, and I made it once before, and I'm gonna make it again tonight. So I'm gonna find it and play it for you all and myself. Let's see. I save so many of them, sometimes they're at the bottom of my list, but it's in here. I saw it earlier today. Hope everyone is doing well. Okay. Sweet cinnamon crepini and slice it into squares. Y'all know these reels go so fast and I'm slow. In the air fryer for 3 minutes at 350 degrees or until everything is crunchy and golden brown. Make the cinnamon sugar topping with brown sugar, white sugar, and a little ground cinnamon. Add that mix to your freshly air fried crepini squares and you're done. Pour your milk. I'm going to replay it so you guys can see. Let's make low-carb cinnamon toast crunch. Take your sweet cinnamon crepini and slice it into squares. Next, add in a little melted butter. Once everything is mixed, throw it in the air fryer for 3 minutes at 350 degrees or until everything is crunchy and golden brown. Make the cinnamon sugar topping with brown sugar, white sugar, and a little ground cinnamon. Add that mix to your freshly air-fried crepini squares and you're done. Pour your milk and enjoy. All right, y'all. We've got 2 channel sponsors in here. Let's go ahead and shout them out. We've got Titanium. Thank you so much for being here. We've got Maria. Really, people? Thank you so much for being here. I am just so happy that you guys are here. You give me all of the engagement. Thank you for liking the live stream. If you enjoy what I'm doing, thank you for subscribing. If you turn on notifications, you will be notified whenever I post a new live cooking demo. And I'm usually here twice a day. Whatever I eat, you guys are going to know about it. But if you do want to support, until I'm monetized, or even after that, I do have a Cash App. It's $M Brown. So the logo or the icon QR code is on the screen. Y'all know I'm old. And then I also have a Venmo, and that's available if you want. I'll never ask. I just appreciate everything, especially just being here with me. And then there's also a PayPal. I found out I have a Zelle. So I'll get around to it, guys. But if you donate at any time, any amount, you are a channel sponsor for life as far as I'm concerned. So thank you again to Titanium and to Maria Really People. And if there's anything that you would like for me to cook for you as a special request, that's a little plus that you get for being a channel sponsor. All right. I'm going to turn the air conditioning down, and then we'll go back to what we were talking about with the crepini. All right, so we're gonna make our snack first. So if you saw in the video, the crepini wraps that they're using is the sweet potato version. So there are 3 that I'm aware of. There's a regular egg crepini. I'm approved to use the cauliflower crepini. So in all seriousness, it does have a vegetable smell, but I push through it. But if you can have sweet potato, the one that we saw in the video in the red package, and I believe it's available at Aldi's, is the sweet potato crepini. So that one's made from sweet potatoes. So if you're looking for a grain-free or a flour-free wrap that's got a little bit of sweet, there's so much you can do with it. All right, so I'm gonna wash my hands, get a cutting board, and get a pizza cutter, and I'm gonna walk you guys through this cereal hack. Let me wash my hands, and I'm using the Luna hand soap, jasmine, sweet pea, berries, and sandalwood. Link is in the description if you want any Scentsy. I'm your Scentsy lady. Another thing I want to do to thank my channel sponsors, I like sending happy mail. So if you're comfortable with sharing a shipping address with me, just inbox me whenever. I'll put a little care package together for you. I like doing stuff like that. So that's for Titanium, Big Red Bull, and Maria Really People. All right. So, hey, Charles Explorer, where do I buy the cauliflower tortillas? Oh, okay. If you're talking about these crepinis, I believe I've seen them at Aldi's, which is a grocery store, like a German, like lower cost grocery store. And then I've also seen them at Sprouts, which is a farmer's market in my area. And another thing, because we are growing scholars, you all have named yourself, our classroom is expanding, and I don't know where everybody is. So if you don't recognize some of the stores that I mentioned, one thing that I always do, because I'm just going to start telling y'all everything. If I see a product that I'm not familiar with, or I hear a store that I don't have, like I don't have a Costco in my area, what I do is I go to the manufacturer. So I would just put crepini in like Google, or go to crepini.com. Yeah, it's crepini.com. And most of these brands have something called a store locator. Maria says, yes, I am. I'm not sure. Let me know if that's for me, sweetheart. A store locator, and then you can put in your zip code, and then usually it will tell you the stores in your area that carry that product. So for example, that Silk non-dairy heavy whipping cream, I had a hard time finding it. And when I went to their website, they told me that in my area, it was available at Target. And I don't usually think of Target as a grocery store. So another thing that I love about the delivery services, I don't know what the algorithm is, but they have a radius of stores that will deliver to your address. And sometimes you can get delivery from stores that you may not want to drive to. So hopefully that's helpful, Charles. But I believe these came from Aldi. Now again, if you go to Crepini's Instagram, that's where this Cinnamon Toast Crunch recipe is coming from. So let's see. You guys can see these wraps are very, very thin. And I'm still going to make all of them. The cauliflower one, if you guys can see, it's only 8 calories. So if you have an issue with cereal or you like to snack on cereal, let's see how this Cinnamon Toast Crunch comes out. So what I have is I have the crepini wraps on my cutting board with a pizza cutter. So if you saw the video, what we're going to try and make are little squares. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the pizza cutter to cut it into squares. You could probably use scissors too, but this is easy. I'm just going to go across multiple lines and then turn it and do the same. Absolutely, Charles. I'm so glad. All right, so we're just going to go through. If you guys can see a little bitty line there, and then I'm going to go across the other side. And I'm just trying to make little strips. I'll show you guys every step of the way. It's not perfect, but you can see the little lines that I'm cutting here. Now I'm going to do this half. This also what works well for the cassava tortillas. I made an egg drop soup once. I think it was one of these videos, and I wanted like the crispy noodles that you guys get in the Asian restaurant. So I used my cassava tortilla. Cut them into very thin strips with the pizza cutter. I think a little bit of oil or butter, maybe sprinkle with some salt, put them in the air fryer. It was great. That's why I'm your substitute teacher. Aldi's pretty well known in Australia. Hey Deanie, we have someone new. Welcome. I loved Sydney. It was just beautiful. Love Australia. All right, so you guys see what I've done so far with the pizza cutter. I've just gone across. So I have little strips. I don't want to disturb them. I'm going to turn the cutting board this way and now go across the other side so that I can make the little Cinnamon Toast Crunch squares. All right. So it doesn't have to be perfect, just small enough to kind of replicate those little squares. All right, so hopefully you guys can see what I've done here. Now, I'm going to see if I can, they're so delicate, but I'm going to see if I can kind of separate them with my hands. And you can see how thin these are. Hopefully you guys can see how thin they are. So this is kind of, who wants to do this? But I'm literally just kind of peeling them apart. Because you know what? Someone commented that he eats Cinnamon Toast Crunch every morning. So I was like, I got a substitute for that. I'm not a big cereal eater. You know, some of us still like it. Of course, I ate cereal as a kid, but I like real food. So, but man, the kids, y'all know boys will sit down and destroy a box of cereal in a day, and the milk that goes with it. So hopefully all of my scholars are doing well. Y'all, I'm just separating this. I'm going to try and get them into little squares. I know it's a little time consuming, but feel free to multitask in my class. We'll do a few commercials while we're here. Mona the moderator, make sure you are dropping your YouTube channel. If anybody else has a YouTube channel or a business, because you're here to support me, I want to support you. So please put it in the comments if you are so inclined, and we'll post it up. So again, I am using the Aldi cauliflower wraps, and I'm literally separating these little squares. I know if this weren't part of the live stream, I would probably just you know, skip this step. But presentation is important. Ah, yes. Thank you so much. Mona is moving through. If you want to be a channel sponsor, one and done, you're welcome to donate. Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. I'll never ask. You guys are just here and it makes me happy. But we do have 3 channel sponsors. So again, if there's something you'd like for me to cook for you, please let me know. Our channel sponsors will get priority. We did that with Condemnia. I did a veggie omelet for him. I'm about halfway done, y'all. You see what I'm doing? I'm just getting these little cauliflower crepes into little squares. These are the little repeatable tasks that, I don't know, I can't say they make me happy, but they kind of just, you know, everybody has a thing that you can kind of turn your brain off and just fold laundry or bake or clean. We all need something to kind of take our mind off of, you know, every day. Y'all, I hope this turns out well. I got some ideas on how I can make it good. So yes, we did the veggie omelet for Condemnia. That was fun. I just confirmed what ingredients that he liked and I cooked it in real time when he was on. So if you are a channel sponsor and you'd like to request the same, just let me know what and when, and you got it. Let's see, what else? If you want to cook with me, every time Snuggles comes on, does anybody know? I heard Snuggles is a man, but I don't know. He's our favorite troll. Class is in session, yes. He's always saying, drop the link. But y'all know by now that this is our cooking class. And so I don't want to say I don't just talk, but obviously, you know, my hands, this is what I'm working on, y'all. We've got these cauliflower wraps that I cut into squares, the crepini cauliflower wraps. And I used a pizza cutter to cut them into squares. But I had about 4 stacked on each other. So, but you know what? That's a pretty nice size for a piece of cereal. Probably don't even have to do this, but I'm almost done. So I'm just going to do it. We'll see how it turns out. But if you ever want to participate in a cook along with me, I've done it twice. You can see the replays on my community tab. We did that with Lisa. We made crab cakes the first time. And then we made squash lasagna. Oh, so good. All you have to do is let me know what you want to make. So send me the recipe. I'll get the ingredients. And I will do the substitute version. And you can do the full flavor version. And I'll bring you up on the screen side by side. And we'll cook in real time. And we're back. I don't know what happened, y'all. Sometimes I'm just looking, what am I making, Leanne? So glad you asked. So I played the video. I'll play it one more time. Right now I've got my hands in some crepini cauliflower crepes, but the end product is supposed to be my, no, I'm here, y'all. I don't know what happened. It just started spinning and you can see my hands are here. Let me know if I'm back. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Someone commented on a video, and I do go back and look at the videos and read the comments, y'all. This is month 3 of Maggie the Substitute Teacher. Okay, so I've got everything done. Whew. So you guys can see here I'll play the video one more time. Leanne, hopefully you're still on.
Take your sweet cinnamon crepini and slice it into squares. Next, add in a little melted butter. Once everything is mixed, throw it in the air fryer for 3 minutes at 350 degrees, or until everything is crunchy and golden brown. Make the cinnamon sugar topping with brown sugar, white sugar, and a little ground cinnamon. Add that mix to your freshly air-fried crepini squares, and you're done. Pour your milk and enjoy. Let's make low-carb cinnamon.
So we're going to try and make this low-carb cinnamon toast crunch. I'm using the crepinis made from cauliflower. If you have the ones that are the sweet potato ones, yes, I know, Leanne. Available at Aldi's. All right. So it took me a while, but I got our squares. I just laid them flat on the cutting board and then used the pizza cutter. So it said melt some butter. So I'm going to get a little bit of my goat's butter. All right, so if you can have dairy, please have some for me. But you guys know I'm sensitive to cow dairy, so I'm using this goat's butter. I'm just gonna cut off a section and melt it in the microwave. I love things like this that kind of challenge me to think outside the box. All right, so I'm just doing a nice healthy pat. Looks like butter, cooks like butter, tastes like butter, at least to me. So I'm gonna put this in the microwave. I'm using this glass gravy boat just from Walmart because it stays cool and I can see through. All right, so in the video it showed them stirring the crepini in there. I'm gonna try a little different technique because I want to get everything nice and buttery and coated. I don't know, this may not be enough. I've got some melted butter and I've got a meal prep container. So in the video they were stirring. I'm gonna scrape our cinnamon cereal pieces inside the meal prep container. Just going down the cutting board into this bowl. And these crepes are very delicate, so they can tear. Obviously, I don't do this often. I know you could have poured 2 bowls of cereal by now, but I enjoy the challenge. And this is just my before dinner snack. Tonight, we're also going to make a roast beef sandwich. I haven't decided if I want it open face or regular. All right, so you see here, we've got our crepini and the melted butter. I'm just gonna pour it on. Y'all, I am so sorry. I don't know what's happening with my software. I am also live streaming on Instagram if anybody wants to hop over, but I'm still here and I'm still cooking. So what I did is I poured the melted butter, hey veggie, inside here we've got our crepini cauliflower wraps, and this is just a meal prep container. All I did is shake it up to coat it with the butter lightly. Now I'm gonna put these on the air fryer tray. I'm gonna get a little spatula and scoop them out. If anything goes wrong, they say I can just refresh and come back. Usually we have really good experience with the technology, but y'all, every once in a while something happens. I'm just getting a spatula to scoop these out. So I've coated these with melted butter, goat's butter for me. If you can have regular butter, please have some for me. And the recipe said put them in the air fryer 350 degrees for 3 minutes. So it doesn't take long at all. I'll show you guys what we have. So we've got our crepini squares. Hey, is Big Bad Bull in the house? Oh my goodness. We have another channel sponsor here. Thank you so much for being here. Big Bad Bull was my first donation. Again, completely unexpected. I'm just so happy that you guys are here because I'm really just making my food, and the fact that y'all want to come in and join me makes my day. All right, so these are coated with butter. I'm just gonna spread them out on the air fryer tray. Y'all know my air fryer is that one over there. It was on my top 5 appliances video, so it's kind of like an oven, and because it has that fan inside, stuff can fly around, and especially little light pieces of crepe like this. Oh, Big Bad, you're never late to Maggie's class. You guys, welcome, scholars. Thank you for my apple. I'm actually going to have some fried apples. Y'all know we were up late with Suzette Speaks, and so I am hungry. I'm doing a snack. I'm going to sit down and eat it, and then I'm going to make my roast beef sandwich. Okay, buttered cauliflower crepini, and then because you know my air fryer, I'm gonna put this on top so I make a little pocket. So you see this one's got a little dip in it so that they crisp up. It said 350, 3 minutes. So I need to move a little bit fast, and I need to make the cinnamon sugar while this is in there. Maybe it's our late night last night, but I just feel like taking my time. I hope y'all are okay with that. Hey, Belle, thank you so much. If y'all saw, I was nervous. I didn't know what Suzette was going to ask me to cook. I had everything on the counter. All right, so it asked for brown sugar, regular sugar, and cinnamon. So we're making cinnamon toast crunch. So you know I use the Swerve and the Truvia substitutes. So I'm just gonna eyeball it and do a tablespoon of each, y'all. I'm making this up. So we've got a tablespoon of the brown sugar. That's Truvia, half brown sugar, half stevia. And then this Swerve granulated is our table sugar substitute. Yeah, y'all saw that. Goat butter, Maria, I know, trust me. This is year 3 for me. When I saw goat butter at Whole Foods, I was like, what? But yeah, you can make butter basically from any milk. So this is my granulated, but if you can have dairy, please have regular butter. So I did 1 of the brown and 1 of the granulated, which is my table sugar replacement, Swerve. Link should be in the description. I'm working on that. And then some cinnamon. So again, we're making cinnamon toast crunch. So I'm gonna stir our sweetener. Ooh, I like this. This will go nice. Maybe I'll make some extra for those apples. So this is what we have. If you guys can see, brown sugar, table sugar, brown sweetener, table sweetener, and cinnamon. So as soon as our Cinnamon Toast Crunch comes out, we're going to put the sugar on it and then milk. So in case anybody's just joining, this is what we're making.
Cinnamon zucchini and slice it into squares. Next, add in a little melted butter. Once everything is mixed, throw it in the air fryer for 3 minutes at 350 degrees, or until everything is crunchy and golden brown. Make the cinnamon sugar topping with brown sugar, white sugar, and a little ground cinnamon. Add that mix to your freshly air-fried crepini squares, and you're done. Pour your milk and enjoy.
All right.
Let's make low-carb.
Hey, Keisha. All right, 1 minute left. So I'm getting a bowl. There's no presentation when it comes to cereal. So this is just a snack. Somebody commented on one of my videos. He eats cereal, Cinnamon Toast Crunch every day. So I was like, I got a substitute for that. And I'm using the crepini egg wraps. The one in the video was the sweet potato one. I'm using the cauliflower one. That's what's approved for me. So it does have a little bit of a vegetable smell. All right, let's get it out. Hey, Sherry, baby, come on in, everyone. Ooh, I'll show you guys what we have. So again, I put them on the cutting board and I use the pizza cutter so you guys can see. Let's see, are they crispy enough? They're okay. I think I want a little bit more crisp. I'm gonna put them in for just 1 more minute. Y'all know how cereal is supposed to be. I'm gonna put them in for 1 more minute and I'm gonna move them up in the air fryer. Again, I put this tray on top of it. The crepini wraps are inside because they'll fly away. All right, so let's put our sweetener away. We'll just give it 1 moment. Thank you, Veggie. Thank you all for supporting the way that you do and just being here. I'm gonna do 2 chats and chows today. I'm gonna eat this cereal first because I'm hungry. And you guys can let me know what you thought about last night. Oh, dropping everything. About last night, we're gonna do Oscar Mayer roast beef. And I have some goat cheese slices. So I'm gonna go ahead and take those out so they can room temperature a bit. All right, let's get this cereal. I'm hungry. Looks good. All right, so here's what we've got. We've got our, got a little, I'm dropping them. We've got a little texture. I'm gonna try and put these in a bowl. Oh, Leanne, that's okay. Woo. Y'all, they're very flighty because they're very thin. This is why you clean your counters before. So we've got a little texture. They're nice and warm. So let me get all the ones that I spilled. Ooh, they've got a little crunch to them. Oh, getting excited. So just putting these in a bowl. So our substitute for Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Now the brown sweetener and table sweetener and cinnamon. I'm putting that in here. These were buttered and air fried. So just mixing them up so you guys can see a nice little sugary cereal. And then if you can have table milk, have table milk. I'm gonna get my almond milk. Hey, Amethyst. go ahead and grab a picture because it actually looks pretty good. You need to eat it while it's warm so that it's still a little bit crispy. But this is our substitute for Cinnamon Toast Crunch using the crepini wraps. And I'm using my Silk almond and coconut milk. I haven't had cereal in a long time. So, let's see. Can you guys see our cereal bowl? Let me take a picture with the milk. I know it's not the same. But yeah, what's everybody's favorite cereal? The kids love all of it. All right, I'm gonna eat it. You guys can see. Mmm. 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 I'm gonna pull up a chair and just have this bowl of cereal. I'm gonna bring y'all down with me. It restarts when you close the door. All right, I'm gonna chow and chat. Oh, you like this peach color? Thank you. The brand is 32 Degrees, and they make really affordable, like, I don't know, like stretchy stuff. It's supposed to be, you know, that breathable fabric that's like exercise material, because I really need to get my workout in, but my Airbnb guest has checked out. Sorry, y'all, I got stuff in your way. My Airbnb guest has checked out, so I need to strip the guest room, bleach the bathroom. I got a lot of cleaning to do because I got someone else checking in a couple days. Mmm. Mmm. Great idea, Leanne. Let me put some blueberries in. Crunch is okay. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Gonna just do some fresh blueberries. Just grab a handful. Keep these on hand for Maggie cakes. But I haven't had much today. Just that salmon, smoked salmon. Not gonna lie to you all. The crunch is okay. The cinnamon sugar flavor is good. But now this is me using the cauliflower version. If you saw the video, they used the sweet potato version. So maybe that crisps up better. Hey, orange soda. Oh, yeah, y'all, I had some technical difficulties. I understand. Find me where you can find me. I'm always, so I'm just putting some blueberries in here. When I live stream, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Mmm. Mmm. See, I want to be all elegant, but I get excited. It's good. So the blueberries are fresh, so they're kind of tart. And it mixes well with the sweet, but I'm not gonna lie, y'all. The flavor is good, but they don't hold up the crunch. Not for me. Mmm. So good, Leanne. Thank you for the suggestion. So we had fun with Suzette Speaks last night. Thank you all for being there. My scholars always come through for me. Holler. Is it holler to the scholars or holler for the scholars? Y'all know I'm a nerd. This is a Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'll play the video again what I was trying to recreate.
Let's make low-carb Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Take your sweet cinnamon crepini and slice it into squares. Next, add in a little melted butter. Once everything is mixed, throw it in the air fryer for 3 minutes at 350 degrees, or until everything is crunchy and golden brown. Make the cinnamon sugar topping with the brown sugar, white sugar, and a little ground cinnamon. Add that mix to your freshly
So, y'all, I just try to keep the engagement. I love the community that we have here. And someone posted on one of my videos that he eats cereal every day, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So I was like, oh, there's a substitute for that. So, you know, if you're really craving cereal, it's not bad, but the cauliflower one, I mean, the crepes are really thin, so it doesn't hold up. It was crunchy when you took it out of the air fryer, yes. But for me, as soon as it hits the almond milk, it's gone. Reese's peanut butter, now you're talking. Ooh, what happened? Mmm. Mmm. Reese's peanut butter cereal. Y'all don't really eat cereal. I know the kids destroy it, but I always just want to try, challenge myself, see what I can make. Mmm. Mmm. Good point. Keisha says, leave them out for a half day to stale them a bit. That might make them crispy. So would you air fry them and then leave them out? Or just leave them out from the package to dry them out and make them crispy? Maria says air fry a little bit longer for a crunch. I've done that. They did crunch, but the color was kind of like my color, which is beautiful on me. But for cereal, it looked a little dark. So I was trying to, you know, presentation. But yeah, I would air fry. It said 350 for 3 minutes. I would probably do 400 for 3 minutes, or maybe 350 for 5 minutes. But that's where, like Nana said, you know, look at your food, use all of your senses. Don't just use the timer. Touch on it, and if it's still kind of bendy, put it back in there. Nah, y'all are good. Oh, man. So we're going to do a roast beef sandwich after I eat this bowl of cereal. I was up late with Suzette last night, and you're welcome. You know, I'm here for the long game, y'all. Like I always say, I've eaten the way I've eaten for 40 years. So for the next 40 years, it's just going to be me cooking for y'all. But I tried, you know, Nana told me, and Nana might be watching, but I need to have all my ingredients out. But Suzette seemed to like me walking around and moving around and open up the fridge, so I didn't hurt myself. Maria says add some cocoa powder and make a chocolate cinnamon toast. That sounds yummy. Cocoa powder is also really good with, you can make your own like hot cocoa in the wintertime. Sorry, that blueberry had a stem. Not proper etiquette to take anything from your mouth, but almond milk or whatever milk you like, and cocoa powder, and then use one of the zero sugar sweeteners. Heat it up, make a nice hot cocoa. Use the dairy-free whipped cream. Dust it with a little cocoa. But you know what's really good? Y'all know that sweet cereal milk at the bottom? It's really good. So Keisha, were you saying air fry them and then leave them out? I know Maria says air fry them longer. Hey, God's girl. Okay, y'all. I'm going to drink out of the bowl. This cereal milk. All right. Excuse me. Now I feel better. I know that is the best part. So just wanted to try making some cinnamon toast crunch. So you guys gave me some really good ideas. Either air fry them longer, or like Keisha said, leave them out to let them stale a little bit. Y'all know sometimes you just want to sit still for a minute. But we are going to make dinner. And then I'll pull up my chair again and we'll chat. So I'm going to, yes, thank you. Mona has the replay of me on Suzette Speaks. It was wonderful last night. So we had a late night. Y'all, I'm an early bird. I'm a morning person, so I was up with Suzette until about 11. And y'all know I don't eat unless I go live for you, so I was like fasting. I was so hungry. As soon as she took me off that camera, me and that veggie omelet had a conversation. And the apples too. I ate it all. I was hungry. And y'all know I'm not a vegetarian, but hey, shout out to the vegetarians and the plant-based people. Keisha says, I'm going to need you to add a playlist to my channel for etiquette. A playlist of music or like an etiquette playlist? Because I'm still in school, y'all, trying to stay elegant for you and represent us all well. Okay, so you saw the thumbnail. I was cleaning out the fridge yesterday because I had a spill. Oh, before Suzette Speaks video, y'all, I was trying to get all my ingredients out. That's why that cauliflower box looks so janky this morning. I usually use fresh eggs, but I had a carton of the egg beaters, like the whole food eggs. Excuse me, the ones in the carton, and it fell on its side. Y'all, I had liquid egg everywhere. I had to take everything out and like spray and wipe down the shelf. You know how you really have to get in there all the way back in the corner. So I was doing all that and putting everything back together before I went live with Suzette. Ah, so you want me to talk about etiquette? I'll definitely share stuff with you all. I've taken 2 sessions. I'm in number 3. But I just love, like, in my mind, one day I'll be like a proper lady of leisure, hosting parties and just, twirling around in a cocktail dress. It's not my life right now, but I just love those kinds of things. All right, I'm feeling good now. I know, you couldn't hang after 9:30. I know, right? All right, so we are going to do a roast beef sandwich. I found that was my story. So when I was cleaning out the fridge, I found some roast beef, just regular old Oscar Mayer roast beef. And I loved our chat, y'all, but I'm going to just keep talking, and Mona, our moderator, let me know if I need to respond to anything. I think someone's cutting grass. I don't know. Y'all know how you're home alone and you hear stuff and you're like, I was thinking about our chat since I'm your substitute teacher and you all have named yourself the scholars. I was thinking about calling our chat the study hall so y'all can pass notes in study hall. Yes, you can be with me. Absolutely. Anybody in the Atlanta area, if I know you, come through. Amethyst is coming over. I'm going to cook for her in May. So absolutely. And I definitely want you guys to taste the food in real life. So pass your notes in the study hall, and I'm going to get up and put my chair away. I'm going to do more of the cauliflower thins. That was our bagel substitute this morning. Haven't decided if I'm going to do an open face. I guess y'all can vote if we do an open face sandwich or a closed sandwich. But this is what I was thinking. And I was like, do I want to do hot or cold? I think I want hot. I'm going to make some more honey mustard. I think I'm going to toast the cauliflower thin like we did for the bagel. I'm remembering that thumbnail that you clicked on to join me here. We're going to saute some onions and mushrooms. Gotta love warm sauteed buttery veggies. And then we're going to lay on our roast beef. Hopefully it's nice thin sheets. The kids have attacked it, so I'm just going to have what's left because that's what we get. Y'all know. And then I'm going to put a slice of the goat's cheese. I'm not using shredded today. I actually have some sliced goat's cheese. And then I'm going to put it under the air fryer so that it all melts ooey gooey. I think we're going to do a couple open face sandwiches. So Maria wants to know, y'all, I just love sitting here. I move so fast and so much. So thank you, but I'm coming. Just, sometimes just to sit and digest. So Maria says, when are we doing an ATL get together? You travel and you need to plan. You know what? Someone was talking to me about that. What do y'all think about this? Since you guys are part of my class, I would love to do a get together, but I was thinking, okay, well, it has to be something focused around food. And what do you guys think about, you know how they have those cooking classes or those big kitchens where when I worked for Coca-Cola, y'all know that I used to be a corporate executive. I work from home now, thankfully. But, I've been corporate since college, so I had the big job and the big commute and the big stress. Great experience, but I'm very happy now. And we did like a manager's outing or a team event at this kitchen here in Atlanta. So imagine like kind of like a Williams Sonoma or okay, like imagine like a Bath and Body Works. No, Bed Bath and Beyond. So like a place like that that has a store in the front, but then in the back they have like a what is it called? Like an industrial type kitchen, and they have little stations. So imagine like when you go to a wine tasting and they have little stations. And so we were split up into teams and we all had recipes that we had to make. It was a manager's event. It was fun. But what do y'all think about like an Atlanta meetup or something where like we could rent out one of those kitchens and make like Maggie cakes? Like we all, make our food and enjoy it. And I can walk everybody, through how to cook something simple, not hard. And then we, obviously we cooked our own food. And then they have table areas where you can sit and enjoy. That might be a fun outing. Or what ideas do you have for getting together? Because I would absolutely love to. But for now, I'm going to get up, clean up, and let's make our get up, clean up. It's time to make a roast beef sandwich. Sorry, y'all. All right, all right, all right. All right, so let's see. Here I come. Y'all, see my setup here? Are y'all laughing at me? Oh, a cocktail. You know what? Maybe I do need a nightcap. I'm home alone. My Airbnb guest is checked out. The boys are gone, so I might make a cocktail. But let's get some food in me first because I'm a lightweight. And we definitely want to represent ourselves well. All right, clean it up. All right. All right. All right. Just thinking of what I need. Do I need butter? I don't think I need butter. Some of y'all have said that I seem rushed, so I'm taking my time. Oh yeah, I'm an Airbnb hostess. Y'all, I do a lot. I know. I'm just ripping and running, but I am. And I know we have someone from Australia because someone just mentioned that you have Aldi in Australia. So as you guys get to know me, some of these stories I've repeated, but I'll share them again. So like I work in technology, so I have a lot of friends from India. Coworkers and friends over the years, and one of my Indian friends invited me. So when I turned 40, I did a big 40th bash. I'm 46 now, and I did a big 40th bash. And hired a chef, hired a photographer, put a dance floor down, turned my home into the club of my dreams because I don't go to the club. And so my birthday is around Thanksgiving, so I'm a November birthday. And I was like, man, that was a big, fantastic party. How am I going to top that? So I have an Indian friend who lives in Sydney, Australia. And she, we stay connected. And she was like, oh, her daughter was getting married. Y'all want to fight for the Airbnb? I thought about that. Let me ask first. Like, okay, put a pin in that. I'm just sharing with you guys. I don't know if I'm going to do this, but I was like, what if I shared my Airbnb and then like if somebody booked it, like I could cook and we could taste and it would be a thing, but I gotta be smart. But yes, my home has a 2 master floor plan. So there's like a whole in-law suite on that whole side of the house with the jacuzzi, and it's really nice. I have the same upstairs. And since I'm amicably divorced, my in-laws don't come here anymore. We all get along, but so anyway, My friend, my Australian Indian friend, said her daughter was getting married and it was going to be a big like Bollywood wedding, which if you know anything about me, I love foreign films and I had always, that was like a bucket list thing for me. I wanted to go to a big Bollywood wedding, a big Indian wedding. So I asked her, when is it? And it was the next year. So not my 40th, but my 41st. So I guess like 5 years ago now. And I was like, and I asked her when, and it was about the time of my birthday. I said, I am coming to Australia. That will be my birthday gift to myself. Going by myself, never been there. Sounds crazy, but I'm doing it. And so, y'all, I was like, okay, I'll save up money, I'll budget, because that's going to be, a splurge, but I'm a year out. I can do it. And I don't know who I told at work or something like that, but I don't know if word got around, whatever. And someone was like, did you see the flash sale to Sydney on such and such airlines? I can't even remember now. And I was like, flash sale to Australia? Man, I'm telling you, titanium. Absolutely. Maria, I usually travel with a group, but Uber Eats, ha 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 ha. You can order food from Maggie. I didn't know that. Man, y'all, that's awesome. So, excuse me, I heard about this flash sale. When I tell you I was at work when I heard about it, I ran to my computer and I just put it in. It was one of those like 24-hour things. There was a flash sale, Atlanta to Sydney, $580. It was under $600. Y'all, my hands were shaking trying to get the credit card number in that fast. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. Because I was planning, about 2,000 for the flight and, whatever, but I'm a year out, I'll, exactly. I booked that flight so fast, but here's the thing. In order to get that crazy deal, you had to stay for like 10 days or 11 days. And it was Thanksgiving, US, which is a US holiday. Obviously, they don't celebrate that in Australia. So I was like, I'll stay for 10 days. I'll figure it out. So I got this really, really cheap flight. It was fine. It was a reputable airline. It wasn't, one of those. I think it was United, American, I can't remember. Delta, whatever. So I got this cheap flight and I was like, oh, I'm so excited. But I started thinking, okay, I've got to be there for 10 days. And a decent hotel, you're going to spend at least $100 a night, right? And so I was thinking, I'm going to spend $1,000 on a hotel, which is double what I paid for the flight. I don't know, right? It's like kind of like, excuse me, I'm on this money saving thing. Like maybe I can snag a hotel deal too. Keisha, no, my dear, it was not Soul Plane. Y'all, can you imagine me? Maggie? No. So I had a girlfriend who was always talking about like Airbnb. And like she and her girlfriends would go take this like girls trip. Y'all know how we do. Girls trip like once a year and they would go somewhere in the Caribbean, let's say the Bahamas, and they would rent out this huge house and they would get like a chef and a driver and they would just kind of like live it up for the weekend or whatever. I was like, oh, that sounds amazing. I had never heard of Airbnb. And when she explained it to me, I was like, psh, that's weird. You're going to live in somebody's house? Ah. And so fast forward to the discount on the flight, I was like, you know what? Look at this Airbnb thing. Because I was like, I got the flight for $500. I don't want to spend 1,000. I'm not cheap. I'm just frugal. Like, at least try. So I looked up Airbnb. Long story short, I found an empty nester couple in Sydney, Robin and Roger. Robin's actually been on the stream before. We're still close to this day. And they took me in. And so they have a home in Sydney, and their 2 adult children have moved out. And so they were like active seniors doing yoga and kayaking and just all of that. And they were renting out the extra bedrooms in their home. So like they were on other ends of the house. I was in the daughter's room. She had her own private bath. And then there was the son's room and he had his own private bath. And every morning when I would get up, they would have like breakfast ready. They helped me navigate like the metro there because they have train, bus, and ferry because there's a river that runs through Sydney. Y'all know the Opera House and all of that. Soul Plane, I know, right? And I had an amazing time. But here's what happened. Let me know if y'all want me to just get to the cooking because I feel like I'm on a tangent. But anyway, I enjoy being here with you all. And please like the live stream if you like what I'm doing. I can't see any likes, but I believe they're there. Um, so in the 10 days, oh yeah, sidebar. So when I told my girlfriend Aisha that I got my ticket and I'm coming, but I have to be there for 10 days, she was like, well, I can probably see you for 2 days. Of course, one, the actual wedding day, and two, the like a dinner or something like that. So I had like 8 or 9 days, on my own, which is fine. She's the mother of the bride. Of course she should be focused. I know they got a grandbaby and everything now, so everybody's doing well. So I was like, man, I got 8 days in Australia by myself. Gonna figure this out. Yes, live vicariously. Absolutely. And I remember when I went, people were like, you going to Australia by yourself? Yes. Is this a work thing? No. Have you ever been there? No. I like to explore. So I got this Airbnb, and in the 10 days that I was there with Robin and Roger, I was in my room on one side of the house. The other room, like the son's room that I told you, they turned that room over like 3 times in the 10 days that I was there. Meaning there was someone there for like 2 days and then another person for like 3 nights and then another person. So I'd wake up in the morning and go to breakfast, of course, dressed and ready. Good morning, Margaret. And I was like, oh, hi, good morning. And there'd be, some traveling person or some business person from Walla Walla Bing Bang. I don't know. Y'all know the Australia cities they probably think our cities are named funny too. And so I remember towards the end, I was like, Robin and Roger, this Airbnb thing, that's like really a thing. Oh, Margaret, you meet the loveliest people. And I was like, got this big old house. It's 5 bedrooms, 4.5 baths. And I'm like, maybe when my kids are up and out, I'll rent out a room, see how it goes. Oh, Margaret, you shouldn't wait. It's good for the kids. And I was like, I don't know. Like, single woman, I got these 2 crazy kids. I'm not in the city. I'm out in the suburbs. I had all the reasons why nobody's going to stay with me. But she said that, her son, who left Sydney, and he moved to Singapore for his first job because on that side of the world, Japan and Singapore, like there's a lot of industry there. And so a lot of people from Australia, and great Asian food if you like it. Keisha. Oh my God, I don't know what's happening in the study hall. Y'all are passing notes. So, oh yeah, who the heck are you, right? And so long story short, they encouraged me to do this Airbnb thing. So I finished out my trip in Australia. I went to the Blue Mountains. I saw the Aborigines. I had wonderful Asian cuisine. Went to a beautiful Bollywood. She had a sari made for me, like handmade from India. I've had a lot of good experiences. It was a great experience. So I come back home from the Australia trip and I'm like looking at this empty room like, you know what? Let me give it a try. So I went online literally on my phone, just took some pictures, and I wrote this beautiful description because I do have a nice home and I am grateful for that. I love my home. I wrote this beautiful description, jacuzzi, da da da, all this stuff. Y'all, I have been booked ever since. So I have found my niche. I prefer long term. So what works best for me is older students, like medical students down here on rotation. I've had graduate students who need housing. I've had a police officer who is down here for the police academy. Pays for private school. So yes, that's one of the many hats that I wear. Cleaning up. So of course, I'm very selective with who I approve, but I've had really good experiences, and most people have stayed friends. Some people are just traveling through. I will share I haven't thought about that with this Maggie thing. I will share the kitchen if somebody wants to cook, but with my older millennials, like late 20s to early 30s is my sweet spot. I don't know why we're having this conversation. Y'all, let me make this sandwich. They usually just eat takeout, and I have like a little microwave and fridge in there for them, so they're not really trying to cook. Leanne wants to know if I cook for them. I have. When the boys were home, they're spending more time with dad, but I cook for the family. So let's say I'm making a big lasagna or something. So if I'm cooking, if you're here with me, I'm serving you a plate. And sometimes people are like, oh, no, don't worry about it. But especially the guys, the young men, they're like, I'll eat. So, I don't mind. That's just how Nana raised me. That's what you give. Give of your hospitality. All right, y'all, let me wash my hands and let's get started on this roast beef. We've got to saute our onions and veggies. Oh, I'm on all kind of tangents tonight, but I'm having so much fun and I'm so glad that you're here. Let me wash my hands. All right, so I'm gonna do onions and mushrooms just like I did for Suzette Speaks. We're gonna saute a little bit and then we're going to build our sandwich. I'm gonna get one of my gadgets. So Keisha says, I have a family member that wants to try that as well. Only problem is they're renters in an apartment. Like, ma'am, you can't sublease or Airbnb your apartment. I've heard people that do that. I own my own home, but I guess ask the apartment complex. But if you need a referral link, I'll send you one. I mean, of course, there are nightmares. Y'all have heard it all, but I've heard really good stories. Like, I know somebody who's like a flight attendant, and so they're not home a lot, and so they rent out their place when they're not there. It's all kind of stuff happening in the world. But here, I'm just about the snacks. All right, you guys. So you saw this on my video for my top 5 appliances. This is just a little glass cooktop that I got from Amazon. The link is in the description. So it allows me to stay here and talk to you all when I'm cooking. So let me get my apron on. Still working on the Maggie merch. For right now, I just have a basic Maggie apron. I'm going to, onion and mushroom. I'm dreaming about this already. It's going to be so good. All right. But I like this little cooktop because it lets me talk to you guys and narrate you through. Leanne wants to know what's the worst thing that's happened to me as an Airbnb nightmare. I have to think about who's watching this. I have one public story and one private story. So Leanne, I'll tell you about a private story, but a public story is just I'm thinking because I like to keep it positive. All right, so I've got my red onion here. I'm just gonna slice a little bit of this for our sandwich, but I'm a really, how can I say this? And again, this will just disintegrate into the little rings. You don't even have to do much. Some people have very strict rules, like no kids, no pets. I don't do pets, but I did allow, a young mother with a baby and like a toddler baby. And, she wasn't as, the baby's fine, but she wasn't as observant as I would have liked. And I have a little leather chair in there that, y'all know when leather starts to wear a little bit and it gets those little cracks in it. And she just let the baby like pick at the little cracks on the leather. And basically the upholstery was like doom, doom, doom. But the good news is that Airbnb has, insurance up to like $1 million. So I took pictures, filed a claim, and they sent me the money. So we'll just leave it at that. Okay. So I've got some red onion here. Just trying to think how much I want to do. Let's do 2 mushroom. But I'm in between long-term guests. I do have someone coming long-term in May. Usually my average is like anywhere from 4 to 6 months to 8 months. And I like that because I clean everything myself. I strip the bed, I bleach the bathroom, new pillows. Like I do all of that. I do it myself. I am the maid. I'm washing the mushrooms. So I prefer long term because, with work and with everything else, it's less that I have to like actually, do. I'll do it between guests, of course, but I don't do like just, I was going to say, I don't do one night stays or that either. But yeah, I like having, long term. And I love the students because students are great. They really just need a place to like shower and sleep. They're either studying or in class or, out living their life. So it's like, hey, how's it going? You had a good day? All right. That's it. Are they responsible during their stay? Yes. This is an interesting conversation. I've got some mushrooms, you guys. I'm just going to cut this up. This is completely optional, but I do want to saute some veggies. Great fiber and just flavor. So, so if you've never used Airbnb, like any of these referral services, whenever you complete a stay, like everybody now, hotel or whatnot, I'm a host. So the host completes a survey about the guest, and the guest completes a survey about the host. So any of y'all who are familiar with the sharing community, Uber, any of that stuff, everything's about is it referrals or what are they called? Reviews. That's what I meant. Reviews. Yeah, everybody's curious. I don't mind sharing. What kind of mushrooms? Okay, Big Bad. The same ones from Suzette's Live. Sorry. This, and a Big Bad sounds like you want me to use a particular kind, but this is just white mushroom. So this is regular old grocery store mushrooms. The 365 brand, I don't know if you can read that, but it's just the Whole Foods store brand. So this is just regular old white mushroom. I'm not going to cook too much because I want to leave some to eat fresh. Okay. I was thinking about doing peppers too and making like a Philly. Let me see if I have any pepper in there. Are they responsible? Let me get to your question, Bill. I've got some yellow pepper left, so we'll do that for color. Yeah, so what I was saying, Bill, is, anytime a stay is completed, is this still fresh? It's a little bit, hold on. Y'all know. Yeah, I don't like how this is looking. I'm going to toss it. So, nah. We'll just do onion and mushroom. I went and grabbed the pepper out of the Ziploc bag. It was just a little slimy. No, washing my hands. I try not to waste food, but I'm not going to get sick. It's not worth it. So, that is one thing with fresh produce. That's why I try and keep it in front of me so I see it and I use it. But also, if you do get produce and it's something that won't keep, this onion is doing pretty good. You can go ahead and cut it all up by hand if you have the time. The slap chop if you're short on time. If you have more money than time, then buy them already diced and go ahead and saute everything down and put them in a meal prep container so that they're cooked. Excuse me, and you can just put them into something. But fresh is best, but fresh is more expensive and harder to keep. Okay, so to answer your question, Bill, I need to put these in another container and get a Ziploc bag. overall, I've had really good experiences. That's why I still do it. I think a big part of it is because I live in my home. You know, they have their guest suite and of course they have their privacy, but I think sometimes some of the Airbnb nightmare stories that people hear about, hey, shop it. I'm just bagging these because my film has bit the dust and they're going to go back in the fridge. I think sometimes, and I'll come back to your question, sometimes the Airbnb horror stories that you hear about are when people book a place that is like completely all to themselves and they throw parties or they do other stuff in there and they break the house rules. But because I live here and I work here and I do this here, people are like, oh, okay, this really is her home. And it's in my description, like, you know, it's me and the boys. So I think that deters a lot. All right, you guys, so we just have red onion and mushroom. I'm gonna do that on our roast beef. I'm gonna get that sauteing. But for the review, to answer your question, so I review all of my guests and they review me. And I have a 5-star rating. It's actually 4.97. And that will bother me till no end, but I'm not going to get into that now. But I have a 5-star rating. I'm a super host, and not to brag, but you know, I do love hosting people. That's just how Nana raised me. You make people feel welcome. Um, but yeah, most of my guests, I would say 9 out of 10. You know, if there's ever a miscommunication, you know, I have my house rules and I have it printed. Like, you know, you don't bring people in here, you don't let people come, just whatever. Anyway, so I'm plugging up our cooktop. I'm just using regular old stainless. And I am going to saute my vegetables in the goat butter. I know, Maria, you're gonna have to get used to this, but available at Whole Foods. It really does taste like butter and cook like butter. I use it on everything. But if you can have dairy, please have dairy. So I'm just using a pat of butter. And we're gonna go ahead and melt this down in the pan. Let me know if y'all have any more questions. Sherry Baby says you want some land and a cottage for an Airbnb. Wouldn't that be nice, y'all? I would love to like, okay, this is not gonna happen. I'm just saying, but like if I had a property, I would be like such a good like bed and breakfast like hostess. Like I would, oh, that would be like such a, I love that stuff. Yeah, that's just me. Yeah, that sounds nice. I'm just going to be drinking this. Y'all all know already know about the Panera iced coffee with almond milk. So I'm just going to put some sugar-free sweetener in here. We're waiting for our butter to melt. It's moving fast. But I love hospitality. I mean, I work in technology because that's what pays the bills. But I would love to do that. All right, so our butter is melting, nice and foamy. You're going to make some fried eggs and toast for dinner. You'll be using natural salted butter. You got it, sweetheart. All right. So just onions and mushrooms, no peppers. I'm scraping this into our butter. All right. So we're just going to move it around. Our goat's milk butter is salted already, but I will put a little bit of garlic salt and some pepper. Yeah, let me turn this down because the butter will brown pretty quickly. And this cooktop, y'all, just a little garlic salt. This cooktop goes fast like that. Mushroom cilantro omelet. Now that sounds amazing. A mushroom omelet with some salsa. Maybe we should do that tomorrow. Let me know how you make it, Sherry Baby. I've got my own ideas, but why don't we do that tomorrow? Because Condemia's veggie omelet was fire. All right, I'm gonna turn this down. Just like I did for Suzette, I'm letting the veggies soften. And we're just gonna assemble this sandwich I love sauteed veggies, oil or butter. And again, if you have produce that you need to, you know, it's like getting close to use me or lose me, go ahead and toss it in a pan, a little salt and pepper, oil if you use oil, butter if you use butter, and just kind of stir it and let it soften. Then you can let it cool. You can put this on pizzas. You can put it in sandwiches like we're gonna do tonight. You could put it in an omelet. Oh, I think that's gonna be yummy tomorrow. Same ones. This is just regular old white mushrooms from Whole Foods. Y'all saw the container. But yeah, portobellos are great. The crepini ones, whatever you got. So we're gonna let these soften. And I'm going to taste. Lost an onion. I'm just gonna put a little piece in my hand. A little piece of onion, just to see how our seasoning is. Perfect. All right. We'll let that soften. Move that out of my way. Love it. Trying to get rid of this fall skinny syrups. This one is maple donut. I usually use vanilla or mocha. Sugar free, calorie free. Yes, I'm heavy handed. I like sweet. All right. All right, let's stir. These are looking so good. It doesn't take long at all. They're getting a nice little char to them. Do I like quiche? Yes, Val. And you know what, y'all? I bought kale for Suzette Speaks last night. I have a quiche recipe. I was thinking maybe I should try that. But then that takes time to bake, so I wanted to do something fast. But I saw a kale. It was kale. Was it mushroom, cheese, and like some bacon all crumbled up in a quiche? But you gotta bake it. Maybe we can do that, y'all, for like a Sunday brunch. Most of my meals are 30 minutes or less. Honestly, if I'm not talking, I can whip them up really fast, but I'm here to teach you all. That's why I'm your substitute teacher. All right, so your guide loves kale, but Suzette sent me this list of foods that she's trying to incorporate into her diet. She's like, how do you make this tasty? How do you do this? And I was like, I'm not a chef. I'm just a home cooker. But I think it went well. I had fun with it. Let me put that straw all the way to the bottom. I don't know, y'all. Not sweet enough. I'm gonna get back in there. Oh, this is looking so good. I'm gonna turn it down one more. Our mushrooms are looking great. I just want the onion to soften up a little bit. So I'm gonna spread that out. All right. A little bit more maple donut syrup. Yeah, isn't that sizzle nice? Hey, Friendsgiving. I love that y'all have this experience with me. To me, like cooking, it's a sensory experience to see the colors, to hear the happy sizzling in the pan, to see it all bouncing around, to taste it, to smell it. We're getting there. I'm sorry, y'all. This thing is large. And this is a small bottle. But 0 sugar, 0 calories. I'm still losing weight eating all this yummy stuff. All right, class. I think I'm good with the onion and mushroom. That didn't take long at all. So I'm gonna turn this off. We got a nice caramelized mushroom. Onions could be a little softer, but we'll turn this off and unplug so I don't have to talk over the fan. And we're just gonna leave them in this hot pan. And I'm remembering the thumbnail that I used. It had honey mustard on it. I'll make the honey mustard, but I don't want to put that in the broiler. Okay, I'm thinking of 2 different things. All right. Washing my hands. I'll make the honey mustard. I was thinking if I want to toast the bread separately. No, because my deli meat, I'm making this up as I go, y'all. Okay, focus, Maggie. Honey mustard, let's start with that. Y'all trust me enough that the presentation will be very nice. All right, so we did this for the, this one's not open. All right. So we did this for that chicken tender salad. I've got one that, do y'all do this? Turn your bottles upside down so you can get to the rest of it. But I do have one that's open. I know. Yes, welcome to class. Thank you, Sherry, baby. Absolutely. Good night. Y'all are welcome to come in and out of class, multitask as needed. So to make honey mustard, we did this for the chicken tender salad. So I'm using just regular old dollar store mustard. It could be French's, it could be whatever. And then this link should be in the description. Sucrin Gold. This is my syrup substitute. Keisha says she does that. So this is just going to be our little condiment for our roast beef. Ooh, these are crisping up nicely. I could just eat them. I meant to use the shallots. I got a recipe for crispy fried shallots. That would have been good on this. Like make my own like crispy fried onions. All right. I wanted to use my teeth, but I'm going to be elegant. Don't use your teeth. Oh, do this over the sink. I hate that water that comes out. So just, I'm not doing a lot. It's just a spread. So regular old mustard. And then the Sucrin Gold syrup substitute. Let's see if I can get the rest of this. Let me get a spatula. Honey mustard is really just that, honey and mustard. So I'm going to open this over my mustard, see if I can get it all to come out. I'll use a spatula and scoop it out. But I'm literally just putting this honey substitute in there. Sorry, some came on the side. So this is my sugar-free honey substitute. It's a great drizzle. It gives me the honey experience. So I scraped that out, got all of that. And then there's some in the top. Why open up a new one if you don't have to? So we don't want to waste. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I mean, any of you guys who have looked, this stuff is not cheap, right? You know, you pay for quality, but they say you pay now or you pay later. So I want to get all of it. All right. So I've got my honey and my mustard. So you just want to mix it up and then you taste it to see if it's at the the flavor that you like. We warmed this up and we made a nice sauce for our chicken tender salad. That was yummy. I'm going to spread this on my toast. This could be a dipping sauce for chicken tenders, but you can make a sugar-free honey mustard. Y'all know I'm always talking about beverages and condiments. So find what you can sugar-free and enjoy your food. All right, so that's looking pretty good. Let me taste. Just gonna put my finger on it. Still a little tart, but not enough. Not enough for me to open a new one. And I scraped everything out of here. It's fine. It's just a condiment. Got a little bit more in the top. Yeah, forget it, Maggie. All right. So let's assemble this sandwich. I thought I wanted to do lettuce and tomato, but I had cold this morning, so let's do hot. Shall we? We shall. Use my crepini, my cinnamon toast crunch cutting board. Again, the cutting boards with the grooves here are great for anything that could leak, so you catch the liquid here. And for cheese, I'm using this goat's cheese from Whole Foods, the same brand, 365. This is the only place that I've seen sliced goat's cheese. Y'all know usually I'm fine shredding my own and using the cheese block, but on a sandwich, I'm just wiping this cooktop, it's still warm. On a sandwich, it is nice to have a nice sliced cheese. Okay, let me clean up so my cooking surface doesn't look like that picture I showed y'all. That's not every day. I was just like, it was like Hunger Games, right? I didn't know what Suzette Speaks was gonna throw at me, so I got everything out of the cabinets. Dancing around, shucking and jiving. It was so much fun though. Okay, y'all saw this morning. I'm still using them. I want to get rid of them. This is sandwich thin, and see my spill from the fridge. Don't judge me, but it's a mess. But they're hermetically sealed. Okay, cauliflower sandwich thins. This was our bagel substitute this morning. You can see it's made from cauliflower, but I missed this. It also has Parmesan. I'm not supposed to have cow dairy. Look, I bought it. Moving too fast. Next time I need to, really read the labels. It's not going to kill me, but a little bit of Parmesan to bind it. But you guys can see here, this could be used as a pizza crust. So it's a small, like the size of my hand. Excuse me. This could be a pizza crust. I'm going to toast it, and we're going to make our 2 open-faced sandwiches with it. You could also, we used it as the bagel substitute this morning, made from cauliflower and Parmesan cheese, so grain-free, and but this does have a little bit of dairy. My mistake. Outer aisle, I've seen these at Target. I've seen these at Whole Foods. Am I back? Keisha says, do you also get your Whole Foods groceries through a delivery service? Ooh-wee, let me talk to you about that. All right, so I've got 2 of these, cauliflower. I'm gonna answer your question. Let me just put these in a Ziploc bag. When you open something, that's what I'm always telling the kids. Get a Ziploc bag and store it in there. I mean, it's just a little extra step, but so your stuff doesn't dry out and spoil. Because something like this, I can't seal properly. So there's not a Whole Foods close to me. The one that I used to go to, so I have a son who's a swimmer. He swims at Georgia Tech at a club that uses a Georgia Tech pool, which is a university. Y'all, I don't know what's happening here. It starts spinning and I'm just cooking, so bear with me. So when I would drop Marcus off at the pool, then I would go to Whole Foods, and that was kind of like a little field trip for me because they think they're fancy and they got all this stuff that it's like, ooh, what's that? I'll try that. But if you have Amazon Prime, which is what, $119 or $99 a year, I don't know. They used to include free 2-hour Whole Foods delivery as a Prime member. You can still get 2-hour delivery from Whole Foods as Amazon Prime, but now it's not free. They charge you $9.99. It's not the end of the world. For me, is it worth $10 to not have to pick up and drive like downtown or to a store and park in a parking garage because it's like in a high-rise kind of thing? Weird for a grocery store, but yes, I don't shop there as often. So when I take Marcus to the pool, I'll go to Whole Foods. But every blue moon, I will get it delivered because something like this, I'll buy like 2 or 3 of them. And then the goat butter, I'll buy like 2 or whatever they have. So I'll just stock up on the ingredients that are hard for me to find. And I just chalk it up to, let's say a shipping fee or whatever. But they package it nicely and you get to see them moving on the map and none of that stuff matters. But yeah, Amazon Prime, Whole Foods grocery delivery. All right. So we are going to, let me think, how do I want to do this? On the picture, the roast beef had the cheese on the top. I think I'll do both. Thinking the order because I'm thinking the finished product in the picture that I want. I'll let you guys tell me. Here's what I can't decide. So I'm getting 2 slices of goat's cheese. If you can have dairy, use your mozzarella, provolone, whatever you like. Whatever you like. So I'm going to, not with the paper. I was thinking, should I put the cheese slice on here and go ahead and toast it under the broiler so it gets ooey gooey. Or should I put just the, y'all, it's really not that serious. See what I do? All right, so this is what's left over for the roast beef. So I'm going to use all of it. I usually eat about 8 ounces of protein per meal. This whole container was 7 ounces. Kids got to it, so this is what's left. Okay, so I'm putting the roast beef on top of the cheese, on top of the cauliflower thin. Okay. In my mind, I'm going to put this underneath the air fryer, and then I'll do the mushroom and onion on top and drizzle it with the honey mustard. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just changing out the foil, completely unnecessary, but when I see stuff on it, I need to get a new one. Honey mustard on the bread round. I thought about that too. So would you just toast the bread and then but then I'm like, how do I get the melted cheese? Oh, put the honey mustard on it and then toast everything? That would be good. I'll do that on one of them. That'll give us the warm honey mustard experience. Thank you. I know, that's why I ate the cereal first. I want to just shove it in, but all right, let's bring it back out. All right, so foil on the bottom. So we're going to take off, we've got roast beef and I'm taking off my cheese and roast beef. One with cheese on the bottom and cheese on the top. Exactly. Okay, y'all, it's really not this serious, but we got our honey mustard. But it is to me. I don't eat much, so I really want to enjoy. All right, so I'm putting a little bit of honey mustard and I'm going to smear it on there. You can do whatever you like. You could do mayo, but I'm just trying to think of the picture that was in this thumbnail. That's what I'm trying to recreate. All right, so we have our cauliflower thin with our honey mustard. Then we'll do the roast beef. I'm going to do everything. Doggone it. I'm going to go ahead and put these veggies on there. We're just going to toast the whole thing. When it comes out bubbling and sizzling, it's good to go. So I'm putting our mushrooms and onions on there. And then, yes, the cheese. Okay. And then you guys said the other one. So we're going to take, I see what you're saying. Okay. Cauliflower thin, honey mustard. I'll save some to drizzle on top because, okay, the truth is I wanted a little bit of that yellow for the pop of color. I know y'all like these pictures. All right, so we got honey mustard on the top, on the sandwich tin. And so this one, we're going to do cheese, roast beef, and y'all see I'm pretty liberal with the protein. I always err on the side of more protein. And then it can't hurt the last of the onions and mushroom. We got those nice and crispy and all right. So I'll show you what we've got. Okay. A sandwich is not that serious, but looks good. Shafit says he's gonna try the cauliflower thins. Okay, so this is what we have. Cauliflower thins, honey mustard, and then one with cheese, roast beef, and the sauteed veggies, and then one with roast beef, sauteed veggies, and cheese on top. So now we're gonna go in the air fryer so we'll get our sandwich experience. All right. So I just did the bake setting because I do want that roast beef to melt. We'll give it like 5 minutes while I clean up. This would be good with pastrami. I do like pastrami. Maria says I am so making that this weekend. Absolutely. Give it a try, y'all. If you can have regular bread, do it on a nice crusty like French bread or sourdough. And think of me with every bite. All right, just cleaning up. Use whatever cheese you like. Provolone would be good, and provolone is round already, so that would fit perfect on the sandwich thins. Y'all know I'm dairy free, so I'm using this goat's cheese. There is a little bit of Parmesan in this cauliflower, so that's on me. I should have made more veggies. That would have looked so good. All right, just cleaning up. So again, using our senses, my eyes, I'm going to keep an eye on it. And when the cheese starts to melt and be like that drippy melt, then I'll probably crank up the temperature just a little bit to see if I can get it bubbly brown. That's what I'm going for. All right, clean it up. Everything's going well. I don't have chips. I think I will do the chips and salsa. It's like a weird combo, but I haven't had my chips today. I wish I had the cauliflower stalks. That would be so good with this, like a sandwich and chip substitute. This isn't what I wanted, but I'm going to use it anyway. The cauliflower crackers, you guys have seen me use the cauliflower stalks, which is a great substitute for veggie straws. I'm going to put these in a bowl. This is going to be my chip substitute. And again, you see how I package stuff? Just because the stuff gets knocked over in the pantry, and look at these little crackers, how small they are and how thin they are. So I'm going to wash my hands and portion them out. Just cleaning up, y'all. All right, so let's get these in a container. So these are crackers. Think of them like they're not cheesy. I just did the sea salt, but this is like I don't know, they're very small. There's a nice salty flavor if you need a nice salty snack. I may do a little bit of goat's cheese. I'll show you guys what we have so far, and I'm gonna touch it to see if it's warmed all the way through the meat. Maggie, I have not had their pretzels. I saw them online. Have I ordered them yet? Let me know. How are the cauliflower pretzels? I want everything dripping on me. Ooh, y'all. Can you see how our roast beef is kind of browned a little bit and our cheese is melted? I'm gonna crank it up a little bit. Let me touch. I can tell by the cheese this is good. Oh, nice and hot. I kind of, this is warm, the cauliflower. Maybe next time I will toast just the sandwich thin by itself because I like a crunchy bite. But so far, so good. So what do y'all think so far? We got y'all, I don't know what happened. All right, let me portion out my snacks. I shouldn't have used my ramekin. Ooh, I have more. Yeah, but I don't want to use it. It's not. All right. I know my portion is like a handful, so I've counted them before. So I put those on the plate. I turned the air fryer up to 375. And y'all, I think we're done. We'll do it warm. Do I want to put some banana pepper on it for like a little pickle since I can't have cucumbers? That might be nice. Let's go ahead and take this out. Turn it off. Keisha did the bagel this morning. She made her own pickled onions. Hey, Scorpio or Scorpico. We're just about to eat. All right. So let's take this out. So this is what I have. My little cauliflower crackers since, sorry, that'll be like my potato chip substitute. Let's see. What do y'all think? Is the cheese melted enough or a little bit more brown? The cheese on the bottom is melty. I almost want like a little blister on it. It's warm, temperature is good, looking good. I think I might want to do like one more minute just to get a nice, mmm. All right, get ready, get my chair. 1 minute, y'all. I'm back, y'all. Sorry about that. To be honest, I just needed to take a bio break and I just, needed to do that. So we're going to take our food out because I want to be able to sit down and relax and eat with you all. And my restroom is right there. So I've been drinking a lot. So I just keep it real, y'all. I'm sorry. All right, let's get our sandwiches out. I think we're good. I'm excited. What did y'all say to the peppers? Italian beef, Andrea La Loca. This is roast beef. Y'all, this would be really good with pastrami, turkey. You can make anything a melt. Tuna melt, turkey melt, whatever you have. Oh, oh, that's what I wanted for the cheese. I think next time I'll do cheese on top. You see, we got a nice browning on our roast beef, but and I'm dripping. That's what this was for. So I like that little blister on the cheese. All right. Just trying to keep these. All right. So now I'm going to move them to the plate with a spatula. I haven't had my second fruit. And we're going to do our drizzle and everything on the plate. So we have our regular square plate. So this is the one, ooh, little cheese stuck to the rack. So this is the one with cheese underneath. So I'm going to get our honey mustard. I'm going to drizzle. I got a little bit left. We put some on the bottom. So let's see if I can drizzle a little bit. Making you hungry? All right. I'm running out of honey mustard, but that's the one with the cheese on the bottom. Back to the spatula. This is the one with the cheese on top. Ooh, and it's dripping. I think I like this one better. I think our honey mustard, ooh, one of the mushrooms fell off. It's got that honey mustard. I think I like this one. Y'all, doesn't that look good? I'm still gonna drizzle with honey mustard. What's left of it, I'm scraping the bottom. All right, I'm gonna use the spatula to get all of it because I'm greedy. All right, let's see if we can drizzle. It almost looks like a cracked egg yolk, but y'all know it's not. It's just mustard and sugar-free honey. All right. Get all of it out. What did y'all say? What did y'all say about the banana peppers? Yes or no? All right, let's clean up. And I'm gonna pull up a chair. Oh, gotta take pictures. Gotta bring y'all back down. Oh, got a little bit of a spill on the plate. I don't know if you can see this. When you're serving, if you get a little spill on there, just get a little napkin and wipe it off. Especially when you're serving others, it's okay. But you just want the presentation to be nice. What do y'all think? Cheese on top or cheese on bottom? Put it in the chat, please. On top or on bottom? Cheese on top or cheese on bottom? It looks good? What did y'all say about these pickles? You know what I'm going to do? I'll put them on the side because I'm trying to recreate the thumbnail. I'll put a little bit of banana pepper on the side. completely optional. I just feel, you know, roast beef is kind of mild. So I'm thinking, you know, a little bit of pickled something. But we do have sauteed mushrooms and peppers. Woo! Mushroom and onion. All right, class. Cheese on top. I agree. So this is dinner tonight. We had our sandwich and our, all right, let me get pictures and then we're going to eat. I think you're right. Cheese on top. Cheese on top, on top, on top. Italian beef, it all sounds good. Some with the flash, some not. So I put these on my community tab. I also put them on Instagram so you can see the finished product, and then thank you. Then you can decide if you want to watch the video. All right. It's time to eat. I'm going to take a bite of each. And then we're going to start with our cheese on top. I feel like this is going to drip all over me. Honey mustard everywhere. Mm. Mm. Oh my God. Mm. Oh, woo. Corned beef, yes. Mm. 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 Y'all, I was hungry. Good Lord. One more bite. Mm. It's in my hand. Oh. Y'all. Pastrami. Corned beef. Turkey. That honey mustard, I don't even know if I need the banana peppers or the pickle because that mustard already has that little twang. I don't know. So good. Y'all, let me get my chair. Whew, wash my hands. Thank you, Andrea La Loca. I feel like I need to say it like Lead says it. I don't even know if you like that, but I'm just calling you La Loca. All right, 1 second, class. Let me get my chair. I know the demo is done, but y'all are keeping me company. No, I'm not kidding. All right, so I'm gonna take my time and eat. So let me bring you guys down here. I did put my foot in it, Andrea. Yes, yes, yes. All right, ouch. So we've got one. Here I come. Instagram. All right. Y'all, this is so good. Me and my janky setup, I'm always moving, y'all. Look, I'm just glad you're here. Would it have been too much to put a few jalapeno? Oh, this is the fun part. I'm keeping you company too. No, absolutely. Jalapeno would be great. I want a little goat's cheese on these. I'll eat them later. But again, y'all saw this snow frisk is 80% goat and 20% cow. So when I buy something either intentionally or unintentionally that has ingredients that I'm not supposed to have, this is just my non-scientific brain. Well, I have a scientific brain, but I try to go ahead and hurry up and eat it so that it's in my system. And then like I won't spread it out over several weeks. I'll just like, this has got some cheese in it. Let me go ahead and eat it. All right, y'all. So this one that we put without the cheese on, I'm sure it's going to be good. I think you just like saying your name, Andrea La Loca. It is fun to say. Y'all, this is really good. Jalapeno would be great. It is so good. Y'all saw this was just Oscar Mayer deli meat, but something about the heat, it just makes it like, kind of give me that Philly cheesesteak. Oh, I've got some pinned messages, y'all. Okay, here I come, Mona. Y'all, whoever suggested put the honey mustard on and heat it up, so good, because you know how usually even if you have a hot sandwich, if you put like cold condiments on it, it's fine, mayo or whatever you put on it, it just kind of takes away from some of the heat. But that honey mustard is like the warm honey mustard drizzle that we made on our chicken tender salad with the cauliflower sandwich thin, warm. I kind of wish it were crispy, but I kind of don't care because I'm making it work. Mmm. Mmm. So Keisha says yes to banana peppers. I love them on deli sandwiches. Y'all, this is so good. I'm not even gonna lie. All right. I probably should, I don't know. Should I have covered it and ate it like a whole sandwich? That would have been too big, right? Mm-hmm. Mmm. 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 Banana peppers, yes, but the way everything was warm, it kind of had like a little creaminess, like a soft, smooth Philly cheesesteak kind of experience with warm meat and cheese and that warm honey mustard. The banana peppers are good. They're just very bright. So for me, I would save my banana peppers if I were having like a cold roast beef sandwich, but warm, I don't know, but I'm eating it. Mm. 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 Yo, this is so good. When I'm done getting the rest of this weight off, I'll give myself a little bit of grace when it comes to like, I'm still going to eat this way, but while I'm in weight loss mode, I'm trying to be really strict with the ingredients, meaning, you know, even if that has a little bit of Parmesan in that cauliflower thing, it's mostly Parmesan. I would skip it for now. Even though this is 80% goat's cheese and only 20% cow. Y'all, I don't know what keeps happening. But what I was just saying is that when my weight would plateau, it's because I was not sneaking, but I was doing little stuff like this. So for me, when I go really strict with my ingredients, like cut all sugar, you know what I mean, like under 6 grams, not like, oh, I've been good, I can have a little chocolate. That's really good for maintaining, but for me, in order to get the scale to move, I need to really stay strict. So I don't know why I said that. I'm eating my crackers with the goat's cheese. Mm, this is a good snack. A little cracker, cream cheese or goat's cheese, drizzle with a little honey. Make a little cheese board. I'm letting the first sandwich digest. I'm coming for you. I am coming for you. Maria, you love me so much. Who do you love? I love all of y'all. Y'all just make me so happy. You know, who was I talking to? I think I was watching a YouTube video. No, I did an interview. A girlfriend of mine from high school, Kelly Stevens, she has her own YouTube channel. Hi, Kelly. So, you know, she's like a fitness trainer and, you know, doing her own thing. And so she's been watching my journey. And I know some of my scholars are new and some of y'all have known me for a while, but I post pictures of what I used to look like in my memories, and sometimes it's hard to look at, but it's important to see, like how far I've come. So anyway, Kelly reached out to me to interview me. It's a cute little interview. I put it on the community tab in YouTube earlier today, so you guys can take a look. And she calls me Margaret because that is my proper name. Maggie is my childhood nickname. But so she interviewed me, and there was a point. Excuse me. What was the point? I can't remember. Oh, I don't know. But yeah, she's watched my journey and just really proud of me. So, I said in the interview, she was like, single mom, entrepreneur. I'm like, it's not really that serious. This is what I'd be doing anyway. And you know how they say like the best job or business is something that you would do for free? I can't think of much. But literally, I would make this sandwich and I would sit down and watch the news or, whatever. So just being here with you guys, y'all, I'm not full, but that's a lot in that sandwich. Roast beef, onions, mushrooms, honey mustard, goat's cheese, and cauliflower. Just proteins and veggies. If the boys were here, I would probably give them that other one. Wow. So Maria says, oh no, Andrea La Loca. Everybody's struggling with something. She says she feels bad, but it's hard for her to keep weight on. I know people like that. My oldest son is like that. Can't relate, but I'm sure you'll find what works for you. And what I love about my channel and this community that we've created, and I'm just gonna take my time, y'all. Eat my little chips and goat's cheese. It's almost empty, so I'm literally just scraping the corners. This is really just a place for people who love to eat. You can love to eat or cook and cook, but yeah. So hopefully you get some ideas of things that you can, do to help you keep the weight on. Because I understand my mom is going through that. Y'all know Nana and love Nana, but as she's aged and she's had some health problems, we really have to make sure that she's eating so she doesn't waste away. And she's fed us for all these years, so that's my job now. All right, let me see the comments. Y'all, I'm just rambling. Maria says, I have to say, I love the fact that you actually took care of biological needs because I always wonder how Leeds sits there for like 5 hours straight. Y'all, I'm not going to lie to you. I thought about it. I was like, I drink a lot during the day, y'all. Like sitting here, I always have a glass. Water, unsweet tea, iced coffee with almond milk. I drink. Keeps me hydrated, but also it keeps you from snacking. So the first thing I reach for is a beverage, and then I only eat my 2 meals a day. When I see those 8 and 9 hour live streams, I'm like, ain't no way in the world. But if anybody has watched those live streams, it must be when they play the intermission song and they make the camera go dark. Like I could have done that. Hold up. Y'all, I put something together. Look. I could have done that. I'm not smart enough to. I'm just like, I just roll in real time. This thing has music, y'all. This software that I have, where is it? Let me see if we can have some music. Background music. Let's play chill. Y'all hear that? Let me know. I don't know. I think I'm playing music. Oh, I'm not looking at the tabs. Let me know if y'all hear it. I'm gonna turn it off. Keisha says, you motivate me just to simply cook at home. French fries from Whataburger are a whole struggle over here for me. Oh, y'all hear that jazzy music? We're not doing that. This is just me in the kitchen. Unless y'all want music. Let me know if you want music during the chat and chow. Cooking from home, I've learned to love it. Y'all, I understand, especially now that I don't have to be at home. I could be out eating out every night, living like I'm not a city girl, but I was going to say like a city person. Um, you save money cooking at home. For me, I save a lot of calories. And because I have to put the effort into preparing my food, I feel like I choose better and I eat better cooking from home. Because y'all know, going through the drive through and all that stuff, all of us have been there. You're not alone. But the more you do it, the more you want it. And that's what I've realized. So it's like I allow myself to on vacation. Like if we're in the airport and we're between flights or whatever, and there's a McDonald's there, of course. Um, but there's fast food all around me. I live in a residential area that has a close commercial area with, all of this stuff. And I drive right past it. Or if the kids want Chick-fil-A, I'll order for them and I don't get anything. I don't want to say it's discipline, but it is like, I know it's going to set me back. And because I'm still trying to lose, I'm trying to be really disciplined. And so you all being here as part of my community helps me because I'm like, you said you were going to go live if you were eating. All right, Maria People says, during your life as a woman, things will change, so eating healthy is best. Asking 50 pounds in the last 2 years, you weighed 120 and you were a size 4. Yeah, I understand. All that is happening. Women, men, we all change. I agree, Val. We're not doing that music. Y'all, I'm not that jazzy. Let me tell you what's not going to happen on Maggie's channel. I'm not doing music. No. I'm not doing fancy intros. I'm not doing countdowns. No. I'm not doing all that because I'm hungry. When I schedule this thing, I have waited to eat. I have not eaten since this morning's bagel. So y'all, I'm not doing all that. So I love that y'all are here to just chat with me. So Andrea La Loca says, "Oh, the drive-through life. Yeah, y'all know it's hard. It's real hard. Y'all, this is still warm underneath my hand, underneath the plate. Oh, I'm going in." So Keisha says you eat clean, but it's hard to keep on weight. Yeah, you eat protein, meat, healthy vegetables, and you can't keep weight on. Again, I can't relate, but I understand. We all struggle with something. Weight is my problem, but what am I good at? I guess cooking, cleaning, like domestic stuff, right? And some people, they look at a pile of laundry and they just already feel defeated. I look at it and I'm like, ooh, let's get this done. So everybody's got, what they're good at and what they're not. So I'm not a doctor, so I won't tell you what to eat. I know for my mom, who struggles keeping weight on as she's aging, for Nana, we try to get her, the stuff that she likes, and then like the Boost and those other like drinks. She doesn't like it, but she'll go down to one meal a day. But anyway, I don't want to get too far into that. She says she's going to tell y'all her story one day. I'll just tell you, my youngest son, he says Nana is indestructible. She's been through a lot, and we love her. All right, so let's do our last half of this sandwich, and we'll wrap it up in like 10 minutes. We talked about a lot tonight, y'all. We talked about Airbnb. We decided on this open face sandwich. We like our cheese on top. Now, what's nice is that the roast beef that was under the air fryer has got like these crispy edges. So that's nice. Mm, mm. Cheese on top is better. Mm. So the crispy looks nice, but as far as the chew, you got that soft, like cheesy, the sauce, the cauliflower bread, which is nice and an easy chew, but then you got these like jerky bits on the top. I'm still gonna eat it, but I do like the cheese over top. It just kind of softens everything. Yeah, I don't know how they do those long streams. Has anybody been on for any of those long streams? Lead is doing some long streams now because of the trial. So he's doing a few hours, but what do they do on those 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hour overnight long streams? Yes, Mona, good night. We're wrapping up. I'm eating this and we're done, y'all. Demo is done. I'm just doing the chat and chow. Mona is our moderator and she makes it so easy for me to stay hands free. But I'm here for the next like 10 minutes or just to finish this. Mm, mm, y'all, the mushroom. Mm. Oh my gosh. Maria says, y'all, I'm not going to lie. And we keep everything positive and keep it clean here. But we all know as we age, things are different. And I am so glad that working from home, I have access to my bathroom because, like y'all saw, how can I say this? I just remember the times when I had that long commute, and it was like a little routine when it was time to leave work. Like you tell the kids, okay, go try. We got a road trip. I just remember being like, okay, I need to catch this bus and then do this and then whatever so that I can get home and literally pulling up on two wheels. And I'm like, don't talk to me. I have to use the bathroom. Okay, sorry, y'all. Let's finish the sandwich. Ooh, Leanne's sitting there eating her her air fried stuffed pepper. What'd you put in it, Leanne? Mm. Mm. Y'all, it's messy, but it's good. So yeah, when Lead has his streams, or any of these people, I usually have my AirPods in. I'm doing stuff around the house. Now I'm a moderator, so I gotta watch the chat. Anton Daniels has streams that are 11 hours. How? How, y'all? First of all, why and how? Are they just talking? Like, what else can you say after 11 hours? Oh, they just keep bringing other people in to talk? Cooking with Maggie, or whatever we call it, Maggie the substitute teacher. This is a cooking how-to channel, so I just feel like the value that I give you guys is actually teaching you what I'm doing, showing you step by step. I will take time to eat my food because this is really my meal, but that's not what we do here. So he does those long streams overnight. I'm not there for that. Mm-mm. So Val, Lee does one stream at a time. Y'all, if people are doing multiple streams, I'm new at this YouTube thing, y'all. I mean, I've been cooking forever, but this YouTube channel thing, it's just 3 months old. And you all are going to help me get to 999 subscribers. Please make sure that you're subscribed. The reason I don't say 1,000 is because Nana said, when I get to 999 subscribers, she will be my 1,000th. But I'm going to be here for you guys. Yep, that is our goal. Nana said that is when she will subscribe. Ooh, crispy onion. Y'all, that was good. Nice and burnt. Almost done. Almost done. Mm. Mm. Y'all, this is good. Maria says she told her sister about me. She's not on YouTube. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, on all platforms: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Y'all know the kids are telling me to get on TikTok. Leanne put cream cheese and all the goodness in that pepper. It sounds amazing. Are we doing our mushroom omelet tomorrow? That sounds good. I can get rid of the omelets, saute the mushrooms and onions. Whew. Um, yeah, so find me on whatever social you use. The kids say I should go on TikTok. I do have a TikTok, so if you are on TikTok, please look up Maggie the Substitute Teacher. The only thing with TikTok, excuse me, you can only go live on TikTok once you have 1,000 followers. Excuse me, y'all, I have like 40. Ooh, another cook. Yes, I love a home cooker. Y'all, that's what I do. I look at pictures and recipes and social media, all about food. Bon Appetit, Food Network, Tasty, Taste Made, America's Test Kitchen. You can never know everything about your craft. And for me and this YouTube channel, because I'm going to be eating every day, I'm going to be cooking every day unless I'm on vacation. So it's kind of easy for me because unlike content creators who talk, which, nothing wrong with that, but they actually have to come up with stuff to talk about. I just have to show y'all what I'm eating. Oh, she's a flight attendant. Ooh, yummy. Mm. Almost done. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Back at it. I did get the stoplight peppers. I don't know. Do y'all want to see the mushroom omelet or the breakfast peppers tomorrow? I'm always thinking about food, meaning at dinner, I'm thinking about what I'm going to have for breakfast so I can mentally prepare, check for ingredients. And at breakfast, I'm thinking about what I want to make for y'all later in the day. So it's just like we keep it going. Greedy, I want everything. Keisha says omelet. You got it. Last little bit of honey mustard. So good. Mmm. Mmm. Maria says, don't discount what I do because I have to come up with 2 meals a day. Yeah, I think I have made enough food like over my health and wellness journey that this is what my mom used to do when we were young. Because, busy moms, you hate your kids. What are we having today? She had a little kitchen menu for the week, like a weekly planner. So we knew meatloaf on Monday, whatever. But I think I've come up with enough food that I could have like a 30-day menu and just rotate. But thank you. I love that you all are here and I love that this is helpful. I love learning from you. I'm going to finish the rest of these chips maybe offline, but literally when I turn off this camera, start the dishwasher, wipe down the kitchen, I'm going to turn in. We had a late night with Suzette last night. That was fun though. Is anybody else thinking about starting a YouTube channel? Since I'm in month 3 and Lee was talking to somebody and he said, there's a lot of big YouTubers in Atlanta. We got Maggie, and I was like, I am not big. I just got here. That's a dreaded question. What do you want to eat? Y'all know how that goes. So Maria says, you have cereal. We made cereal tonight. Cereal, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Sometimes you don't even want to think about it. Oh, you're impressed by me. Thank you, sweetheart. Y'all, I will never get tired of hearing that. One thing about having immigrant parents, they push you hard. Good job. You taking Lee's class? I'm in his Patreon, love it, and I'm in his course. I'm about 50%. Yeah. Lead attorney kind of pushed me over the edge because y'all been telling me, or people who know me, oh, you need a cookbook, you need a cookbook. How do you do that? And I love sharing. And when I heard him say, if you're over 35, you need to make a YouTube channel. So here I am, eating for y'all. All right, y'all. I don't want to. Aw, thank you, Leanne. She says Maggie's awesome. Whose life was always worse? I don't know, Maria. All right, I'm just scrolling up. Make sure I didn't miss anything. We are done for the night. Ooh, pickled garlic. I never found that, Leanne. So Leanne said yellow pepper with onion is in her egg whites. The Cooper shredded cheese topped with bagel seasoning and jalapeno fig jelly. That sounds amazing. All right, y'all. I think I got everything. I don't want to just waste time. I don't know what's happening tonight. It's just a Tuesday night. I think I'm going to wrap it up and get in the bed. Lead push all of us. Yep, absolutely. Monique, lead attorney brought you here. Thank you. Welcome. Shout out to the scholars. Holler for the scholars. Ah, so you have Russian family, Maria. Love it. My brother has been to Russia 3 or 4 times. That's a whole nother story. But I love him. All right, you guys. Thank you for being here. Again, I'm Maggie the Substitute Teacher. I'm available Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. I eat twice a day. So I go live twice a day. Tomorrow morning, we're going to do the mushroom omelet. I'll look at my schedule and set a time. Please subscribe if you like what I'm doing. Please set is it a reminder? Notification? Y'all know. Hit the bell so you're notified, because I don't go live at the same time every day. I do twice a day, but depending on my schedule, it may be closer together or farther apart. Appreciate y'all being here. Thank you again to our channel sponsors. I don't know who's still on, but Big Bad Bull, Condemnia, and Maria Really People. If you want to donate, there's the Cash App, $M Brown, completely optional. You just being here makes my day. But if you're a channel sponsor, let me know what you want me to cook for you. And if you want to send me an address, I'll send you a little gift in the mail. And I also have a Venmo. I don't know what it says. PayPal. I got the barcode. I was feeling fancy. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Mushroom omelet in the morning. Let me check one more time. Did I miss anything? Yeah, turn on the notification bell. Y'all know, Maggie ain't never been cool. But y'all are still here with me. And I love you so much. And I had a great dinner. I hope you guys did too. And I will see you for mushroom omelet. And we'll do mushroom and onion, and maybe I'll do some fried shallots. I'm done with my cheese. Gonna toss the container. I'm scraping the side like a greedy person. But that's it. Instagram, good night. Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I don't know. Sometimes the software is flawless. Yes, we're all nerds and we're all cool. Absolutely. Because if this is the place you come to be hip to the game, this is not it. Holler to my scholars. Thank you for being here. Good night, chat, and I